ignore me like every girl I've ever spoken to. God. Sadboi vibes are so strong today. What is going on here?
Girls don't choose the nice guys.
Hello friends, trace amounts of science. Welcome back to ReddX. Yes, we're at it again today with r/NiceGuys. I just couldn't stay away. Well, I stayed away from 3 weeks or so, but now is the time to go back into the trash fire, I guess. You excited for it, Gubbins? Can you handle it today?
For nice guys, Gubbins Angie. They say, why woman no want me, but also say woman bad. Brain small, musk strong, no take hint, no take shower. Gubbins ready to engulf, Gubbins.
Be careful engulfing that. Be careful consuming that. Engulfing, consuming, we're going to do some of that today. So let's go ahead and get into it. Thank you so much for being here and enjoy the show. Nice guy virtue claim. Hey girl, I gave you a compliment. What a classic. Replying to a photo of OP and he says, oh, you got some nice perky little ones. Hearts emoji. Hey, bitch, I gave you a compliment.
Wait, was that a compliment?
I'm glad OP didn't respond. Just come and share it, and yes, know that it exists out there in the world. How did you ever think this would work? I'm mystified. This OP's nice guy said, hey, cutie, which doesn't seem that bad until we read on. Hey, cutie, and OP says, hi, I'm sorry to let you know, but I've actually found a guy. And he said, that's fine. I knew it wasn't going to be me anyway. Uh-oh, immediate sad boy vibes. But hopefully, when I'm gone, someone will want me. Thank you for not choosing me and making it easier to rope. Heart emoji. Well, this has escalated quickly. This has gotten out of hand very fast, hasn't it? I truly hope you're happy that it'll all be over for me because of you. Heart emoji. I'd wish you the best, but honestly, I really don't give a shit what happens to you. It's probably deserved, if anything. I truly want to gut that loser you're dating, so just hope we never cross paths. Yeah, he's gonna teleport behind him and say, Omae wa mou shinderu!
Omae wa mou shindeiru. Nani?
I mean, after the rope or whatever, then he'll be like a zombie samurai. Pretty cool. Chicks will probably want him then. Not really. Moving on. It's a meme, but it's been making the rounds. It says, hey, the longer you stay single, the more they banging your future wife. That's just facts, honestly. Don't get too fucked up about it, though. Everybody has a past, all right? But if you find her, hold on to her. That's all I'm saying. This OP says, women are such trash. Have fun losing out on decent men. As he replies to my status expressing that I don't like the same, hey gorgeous messages that I get from many men. How many men? Are we sure they're not robots?
I am going to turn into a truck now.
Thor Nice Guy bursts onto the post and says, oh, that's quite ignorant. One day, we will all be old as hell and yearn for the days someone found you so attractive they actually found the courage to tell you that you're gorgeous. Does that take courage? Is that a great amount of courage for you? Because you're a noodle spine little boy, okay? It's very easy to talk to somebody, Jesus. And gorgeous is so impersonal and non-specific anyways. Whatever, I'm not handing out hints. It's fine. OP says, all that doesn't really feel authentic. I'll be okay. Dude, nailed it. It's exactly what I was saying. He says, you definitely will be okay. I just can't understand someone getting mad at a compliment. I mean, people can get mad at whatever they want.
Don't care, stay mad.
They don't really have to explain it to you. You feel that way? Okay, I'll take that on board. Doesn't mean I have to actually do shit about it, but it will be weighed and measured. OP says, what makes you think I'm mad? I'm just not interested in that type of talking. It's the same thing that many others sent me, and it's the same pickup line that they sent to many other women. It's not authentic. I'm not mad. I just don't put energy into it. Yeah, except the post they made online. But whatever, I make posts online too. I get myself all amped up and then I walk away from it. I'm like, I don't even remember what I said. He says, I'm sorry. I was wrong for even speaking. I'm clearly the guy trying to be polite by calling you gorgeous. Ignore me like every girl I've ever spoken to. God. Sadboi vibes are so strong today. What is going on here?
Girls don't choose the nice guys.
There's a reason I've only penetrated 3 females. God. This is the most unsettling way that you possibly could have put that. Just so you know. In my entire 35 years of life, girls hate me. I try to be polite and they hate me and sit on friends' laps in front of me, so I know I was dumb for even trying. All of that seems really suspiciously specific, buddy. You need to lay down on a couch and tell a therapist about it. Nobody hates you, okay? You just haven't put yourself out there at all. You think taking the big leap is like, oh, hey, gorgeous. And probably online at that. If you want to get some chicks, that's what makes you feel like a man. Go out there and get some chicks, you know? But I guess the problem for you is you don't want to go get them. You want them to fall into your lap, which doesn't happen. I mean, I guess it happened 3 times in your case. So hey, 1 every 10 years? I'd buy a lottery ticket. Nice guy continues on, nice bit of double posting, and he says, and if they hang out with me still, they await me to fall asleep, and then my friends finger blast them and do it right next to me. It happened like 6 times in my life. Eventually, you just gotta realize that women fucking hate you. I mean, possibly, or possibly your friends fucking hate you. Like, they don't get any of the blame at all for that chick that you were trying to angle on. Did you even let them know that that was the case? Because communication is very important. I had a friend named Eric. He had a sister named Gina. Gina was pretty into me. I told Eric, hey, I think I'm gonna do your sister. And he said, please don't. Whatever you do, just don't. It's gonna ruin our friendship forever. And so you know what I did? Like a good friend, I didn't do it. Because communication's important.
Bros before hoes. Why? Because your bros are always there for you.
Would the good times that I would have had with Gina be better than the good times that I did have with Eric? I don't know. Different timeline. Can't really say. Just try to be a decent person and put the blame where it belongs, okay? Your friends made the choice to finger blast that chick that they knew you liked. Probably laughed about it later. They probably laughed about the fact that you still hang out with them. Whatever. I gotta continue on. OP comes in clutch with some advice here and says, instead of the poor me attitude, why don't you try to be receptive to the things that women communicate? But don't take this as an attack. Maybe take it as a learning experience. Doing the same thing with 0 results and expecting them to change is insanity. I mean, I don't think that's the quote, but you're close. Women don't hate you, she says. You hate you. It's obvious, and it's a very heavy energy. Even I already see. Like I said, Sadboi cloud just permeating the room today. And then he comes in and says, oh, or maybe I could just give up completely on women because I've never had a man be rude to me like that. Never once. How often do you call other men gorgeous? You should try it out. They'd probably tell you off or be rude a little bit, at least once. OP says, I'm not being rude to you. I'm pointing to the mirror directly in front of your face. And he says, yeah, and I'm informing you that I've never had a man think less of me for complimenting him. Oh, what sort of compliments do you give out? I mean, it doesn't have to mean anything. It doesn't have to make you totally gay. You could just think a guy looks good in a nice pair of jeans, you know?
You don't have to be gay to appreciate a man's beauty. Nah, bro, I'd you. Okay, never mind.
Nice guy says, I've never had a man ghost me because I seem desperate. Women are freaking trash. I'm done with you ladies. Have fun losing out on decent men. Oh no, where did they all go? They're in happily committed relationship while these fucking wannabes crash out immensely about it. But yeah, okay. Have fun losing out on decent men because they called you gorgeous, and you get with some a-hole who messes with your sister. Y'all are dumber than hell. Again, very specific situation that you've pointed out there. Although, not as specific as the situation that I talked about during this story. Shouldn't have used their real first names. It's fine. Honestly, I just gotta be really amazed at how personally he took this. You know, was it directed towards him? No, not really. It's a post that says, I don't like when people do this, and he knows that he does it. You're the person, you're the guy, and you're trying to convince her that you're not. It's fucking crazy. It's never gonna work. She saw it for what it was. I like it. OP just every beat for beat. Exactly what I would have done. And that's the best case in most scenarios, at least as far as I'm concerned. So we'll keep it moving along. The freak show never stops. Nice guy virtue claim. Let's be open and honest. Eye roll emoji. Hey, I know we said no expectations. Getting to know you this past week has been nice, but how high is the percentage of us doing it?
No chance, so that's what you got.
Well, yeah, just come out and ask, I guess. I just don't want to waste each other's time. I feel like we talked a good while, and I just want to know how you feel. These conversations are important to bring up, so we're both still on the same page. OP responds and says, 0%. It was, the odds were getting up there until you said this bullshit. Now it's all out the window. Oh, that's funny. He says, that's actually insane. Like, do you even hear yourself? You really think you're that untouchable? Like, I was literally giving you an opportunity. Being a good guy, and this is the energy you hit me with? That's actually embarrassing for you. And let's be real, you're not even all that. Like, I was willing to overlook some things because I thought you had a good personality, but you're just one of those girls who gets off on rejecting guys for no reason. I mean, the fact that you're sex crazed, essentially. Trying to frame it in a nice way, but it's one of those things that you don't really talk about. It just happens and you go with it. You're trying to like strong arm somebody into a thing, and it's not okay. I'm glad OP said 0%. Anyway, he tries to defend himself. I was literally just trying to see where things could go, being chill, and you come at me with 0%? Like, okay, relax. You're acting like I was begging or something. Newsflash, I wasn't. If anything, this is your loss. Yes, I feel terrible about it. Now, can you please get the fuck out? Honestly, this just makes it easier for me. You're actually giving way more friend energy than anything else, so I think it's best if we just keep it that way. Yeah, you had the final decision here for sure.
Who the do you think you are?
No, whoa.
Like, I wouldn't even be into you anymore after this, so it's whatever. You seem like you'd be a cool little sister type anyway. They're never going to hang out after this conversation. This is all to just, you know, soothe the bruised ego. Maybe I could even help you talk to some guys in the future, so you don't come off as so, like, weirdly aggressive. Yes, much better than the passive-aggressive thing that you were doing, is it? Up for debate. Anyway, I don't got time for this. I was being nice, but clearly that was a mistake. Good luck out there, or whatever. Yeah, or whatever. Like, you hung out over 1 week the past week. How many times do you possibly hang out? Like 3 at the max? And then you're like, yeah, we're gonna do it or not. It was worded nicer, I guess. But clever packaging don't change the literal dog shit that's inside. Hopefully he learns from this. Probably not. Some girl's gonna be like, I don't know, 50%. He's gonna be like, is it the 50% today? Like, this is the thing he's just gonna use to, like, dig into you about it. Hope he nipped that shit right in the bud. It is beautiful. 0% has never looked so beautiful. Anyway, we keep it moving. Nice guy virtue claim. I stopped when I realized that you're serious. Guy thinks ignoring no is normal and blames women for not dropping their drawers. Well, that's like a pretty serious allegation there, you know? Like, probably should file some paperwork on that guy, get him on a list or a registry or talking to a judge, a therapist. Yeah, it's not a good way to go. And even in the text, OP's being nice about it. She's saying, hey, I still think you should apologize for making me uncomfortable because I had to say no multiple times. And he said, well, I can, but it would be a hollow apology, and I think it's quite strange and womanish to keep pushing for it. Womanish, is it? Yes, well, isn't that a coincidence? Because I do think OP's a woman, so all that tracks. The vast majority of times I've done it with someone start exactly like that. A big show of saying no, and then I realized that you were serious, and I stopped. A big show of saying no? What the hell does that mean? Like, I guess if you know each other well enough, been together long enough, can pick up the vibes, you know, you can play the role that's expected of you. But like the first time you meet somebody or do something like this, yes, trepidation is the watchword. Be very, very cautious about it. Like, this is not good. Where's this guy now? In jail?
He's in the jailhouse now.
Crazy. He continues, as you know, if you want to do the woman thing and argue that, sure, let's strap in and go for it. I actually won't argue it, though. I wish I were the kind of guy that ladies just drop their drawers for, but I'm not. And never have been. Hey, you gotta be a pushy weirdo about it. Ugh.
That don't work. There's no way out of this one. You're done.
When it's the time, I don't know how many times I can say it, but when it's the time, you will know, all right? You're not gonna make it happen like this. This is fucking terrifying. And I truly hope that a case is filed, honestly. But I'm not gonna be the one to do it. That's all you, OP. Good luck out there. Yeesh. Next post NiceGuy virtue claim is, I was just desperate. I lowered my standards for you. OP says, it's not gonna work out. Sorry. And he said, I was lowering my standards. Now you're going for one of my friends instead. The better looking friend than you? She's dating more upwardly? I don't think that you were the one lowering standards here. Just, you know, like as a snap judgment. OP says, what are you talking about, one of your friends? I was lowering my standards. Lamau, you're funny, says the guy who begged me that I was fun and gorgeous. Nerd emoji. Sounds like I lowered my standards. Yeah, everybody lowered their fucking standards, okay? You dated for literally no time at all. You'll move on to the next person in literally no time at all. All of society has lowered its standards, okay? Let's admit to that right now. Good job, everyone. Good job. She says, no offense to your friend, but I would never go for him. And he said, I was just desperate. Your style was great, but that's about it. Good one. Good luck finding someone like me again. And OP says, first time I've thought this, but you're a funny guy. It won't be difficult to find someone like you again, love. And then that's the end. I think you're both idiots. Also, Reddit humble brag. Lowering standards all across the board, aren't we? It's alright. I know a thing or two about it. That's fine. Sometimes you gotta make something out of nothing. You know what I'm talking about? Your nothing post. It was horrible and I hated it. Alright, let's roll the dice for another one, though. I couldn't possibly get burned twice in a row, could I? My god, that's a spicy title. NiceGuy virtue claim. She could have lived in literal paradise, but she chose a local DJ with a crippling Xanax addiction. You were gonna build paradise for the both of you? That's nice. That's really nice. You know what feels pretty close to paradise and is a lot easier to attain? Xanax addiction.
It's been 4 days.
No, seriously, don't do it though. It's terrible. Anyway, he says, I literally do not understand women at all. I'll admit that. I liked a girl recently that I was seeing for 3 months, and what did I have to offer? Guaranteed upscale property in Italy because my parents are splitting their will between me and my brother. This was the second Valentine's where I gift a girl things, this time from the Azores Islands, and receive jack shit and fuck all in return. I mean, did she ask for the thing? Does she even know that you're Valentine's? It's a really weird approach. Although, it's also a weird approach to, like, be waiting until your parents die so I can go move to Italy, to that property. Do you know how to immigrate? Do you speak Italian? Might be dicey, that's all I'm saying. He continues, when it comes to women, I don't cheat. I give excessive PDA. I don't maltreat. I'm attentive to their needs. I don't think most women like excessive PDA. Like, a little bit's fine. Well, you're making out like a couple of high schoolers or some shit like that? Get out of here. Get a room. Nobody wants to see that. You guys, she could have lived in a literal paradise, but no. She chooses a local Toronto DJ with a crippling Xanny addiction that has no purpose in his life. Yeah, not like you, waiting for your parents to die so you can move to Italy and live in a country where you don't speak the language. That's a solid life plan. That's my purpose, to go be confused a lot in Italy. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, my words exactly. Maybe I have this stupid-ass nice guy syndrome. That's because when I was misogynistic as hell, I'd get the most attention, but that's not my natural state. He doesn't even know what nice guy syndrome is. He thinks just by saying it out loud, it will absolve him of it. It does not. I don't want to hate women. I think they deserve love. Yeah, from me, specifically. I just don't want to seem to get it after 3 decades on this planet. I'll continue my journey and not force shit because tons of them are whack. Yes, not all of them, but tons of them. That's right, better lay down and rot. Don't even try. Why even bother? Once my parents kick the bucket, I'm out of here. Going to Italy. And he replies to his own post with even more. Okay, good. The biggest insult is I attract and am attracted to women who don't even see the value I can provide for them. Like, I guess one human being around another human being, there's some intrinsic value being exchanged, but to sit down and try and quantify it like this, to use it as a sales pitch, it's really weird. 2 days ago, I had a nurse my age give me 3 layups and literally hoover around me after telling me she'll miss me, to which I replied, I'll miss you too, but hopefully not here. And she said, yeah, I hope you don't end up here, but I hope to see you outside of this environment. Yeah, I'm sure she said exactly that. She was a robo-maid. If I can break my programming and escape this environment, I'll see you at Starbucks.
What is my purpose?
To wait until I tell you to pull the lever.
You are fucking kidding me.
I curved her by just saying it was nice seeing you, and then took the hospital elevator down, feeling weird. Yeah, he felt weird because he was going to the morgue. He was gonna go bang some corpses.
Let us forever remember this beautiful young woman.
I don't know. I'm not saying anything ironclad. It's just the vibe that I'm getting, okay? Why else would you go down in a hospital elevator? That's all I'm saying. He continues, people that go for don't actually realize there are tons of women that would love to be in their place, but they mess around and take me for granted. Hey, you never look me in the eyes anymore when we make love. And she's like, that's because I'm dead. Okay, shit. It's getting way too morbid. I gotta move on from it. But come on, tell me in the comments. He gives you those sort of vibes a little bit. A little bit, maybe, right? You know he does. And they don't have comments or whatever on, Spotify or iTunes or wherever you're listening to this on podcast services. But you can tell me telepathically, and maybe I'll get it. Anyway, I don't mean this in a narcissistic way, like, oh, women want me, but like, come on, bitch. What are you doing wasting my time when there's people lined up behind you? There's nobody lined up. And that's just one example, because this happens on a regular basis, but I picked the wrong woman when I can literally scoop one off the street or any environment with no effort. Yeah, dude. So many chicks want me. It's like crazy. I've been so hot forever that I'm just so tired of being hot, you know? I don't think any of this ever happened ever. I doubt that the girl he was pursuing even knows that he exists. She's like, I got some jewelry from the Azores Islands, but I don't know who gave it to me. It said a secret admirer. And then he's mad she doesn't give him anything back. He's mad she goes and lives with the DJ guy who probably just asked her if she wanted to move in, if she wanted to be together. Trying to be all cloak and dagger with it, that shit never works, all right? Tell people what you want. Ask for what you want, like a big boy, and maybe you'll get it. Maybe. Probably not, though. Unless he's down in the hospital basement, because those girls will do whatever.
Dear Diary, jackpot.
I said I wasn't going to do it again. I couldn't resist. What do you want? It's fun. All right, we'll keep it moving. Nice guy virtue claim. Y'all passed over men like me to have kids with the man who left. Yeah, see? That just goes to show how bad they don't want you around, doesn't it? When you see a single man, 34 years old, that has no kids, ask yourself, why? Is he a bad man? Is he capable of providing? Why does he not have a girlfriend or wife at 34? I mean, it's a little bit sus, but I don't know. People have their reasons. I don't think I'd judge you too harshly just based on that. Although I might, earmark it a little bit for later. Not quite a full strike against you, it's like half a strike. Quick and easy answer, women cheat emotionally with social media and with their friends who tell the man's business to. I have waited to find someone to be with who I trust enough to be the mom of my kids and my partner in life. Damn, that's kind of real, actually. I had to go through some raggedy bitches, and then I was the raggedy one at certain points or another. Might actually still be the raggedy one, come to think of it. But yes, I did find somebody who I trusted enough to invest my entire life into, essentially. And it can be a scary thing, I guess, but take the leap if you really want to experience it. You do, don't you? I can see the yearning in your eyes. Anyway, he continues, I hate debt and I hate owing money to anyone. I was an abandoned kid who knows what it's like to not know his real dad or real mom, who just walked away when things got hard. So I've waited and continue to wait, because when I have kids, my kids will know I'm there every step of the way. Their dad will have the intention to be there for every first. Y'all passed over men like me to have kids with the men who left. So, am I the butthole? Or am I the one you look at it and have no clue anything about him? What? Am I the one you look at it and have no clue anything about him? Fucking had a stroke right at the end there, dude. 34 single kidless male who has no debt owns his house in full. So who are you? Who am I? Me? Not interested, personally. As far as you're concerned, that's my name. That's the only thing I'm going to tell you. Not interested. He's probably sick and tired of hearing that. I love how these nice guys make out like they have options, Just by playing pretend, maybe it'll actually come true. I can smell the cope in every sentence. You're just sitting over there seething.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing.
It's not a good look. Everybody else can see it too. I'm the only one who's brave enough to tell you to your face. You need to cut that shit out. Become your own person, okay? First step. Thanks so much. We're moving on. Nice guy virtue claim, we are the prize. Are you sure about that? Can't the prize be a functional relationship that lasts forever? Or, not forever. Until tragedy strikes. Description! Marine combat veteran here. I've been tricked and bamboozled. After getting my passport, I no longer yield to the Western women's thirst traps and the Western women's mentality. Oh, he's risen above it all, and he's gonna tell us all the secret, mostly because he doesn't want to be alone out there. I encourage all average men that we have options too, and we are appreciated, and we are the prize overseas. Why don't you make yourself a prize at home, and then you could be like a double plus prize overseas, huh? With sweeping all your trash into Southeast Asia. We're about full up over here. I was once a simp. I once had no kids. I once got into a relationship with a single mom because I was blind, young, and stupid. I didn't know my worth then, but now I'll never take on the stress and most thankless job again. You talk about being a step-parent or being a Marine? I'm a little confused. The dating market here in the U.S. is a toxic wasteland. I mean, well, not completely incorrect. Any American man is friend-zoned, ignored, or turned down by most American women because he doesn't make $100K a year and he's not over 6 feet tall. All American dating sites are a waste of time. You hear me? If you're single male in search of real love, do not go for a single mom. Why pay full price on a used car? just the classiest symbolism possible. Fellas, you should get your passport and find love abroad. Peace of mind should be your first priority. And then there's a YouTube link there, which I might visit at some point. Probably, not really. That's exactly what he wants. I don't care what you have to say. I can tell just from this paragraph that you are a vacuous human being. He's like, hey, no American chicks want to date me, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go overseas and make everybody else's life worse. You're not in it for the real reasons. You're in it because you were rejected in the States. You were in it because you got nowhere else to go. And that's pathetic as fuck, I gotta be real with you. Me personally, I did find love abroad, but I wasn't having too hard a time of it in the States either, okay? If in every relationship you get into you got problems, maybe they're not the problem. Maybe at some point you should start to look inwardly. But no, it's much better just run away. If I go to the other side of the world, then everything will be different. Yeah, there's a bit of a cultural barrier, so they don't realize what a piece of shit you are immediately. They'll figure it out, though, don't you worry. Anyway, good luck ever being the prize. I'm gonna move along. Nice guy virtue claim, I wanted to please you, but... Please my butt. No, stay out of there.
I'm gonna eat your ass, boy.
This is my time to tell you that I used you for your body like you think. The weird truth is that I had a desire to meet all your needs and make you happy in whatever way while sharing something intimate. On all my life, I've thoroughly only enjoyed our doing it after you were pleased. I'm not going to take a page out of your book. I'm not going to apologize for my feelings. You want a man to need you, to submit to you, to listen to everything you want, and I played into it. I do apologize for bringing up intimacy so often, but you also make yourself seem so scarce, like you're a crown jewel to acquire, which made me think I had to work for it, and you know you act like this too. Yeah, what's wrong with you, OP, and your self-respect? You should think of yourself as gutter trash like I do. I've given you so much patience, I am overreacting, I am mentally ill, etc., etc. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that is I just read.
I understand nothing.
Another dude who's just way too thirsty out here, applying far too much pressure on somebody who's, like, not into it. He's like, I don't know, you didn't say no like you were serious the first couple times. Well, how about just listen? Stop trying to pressure people into things that you want to do and just treat them like a human being for a second. See how that feels, maybe. Our next nice guy said, there's a stigma about calling yourself a nice guy, but I am too nice. You can't make it up. No, they're all cut from the same cloth, and it's amazing to me. Also horrifying, but pretty impressive too. He says, seems like being kind gets you nowhere. I get, like, not being transactional, but, like, the thing is, if I keep giving and giving kindness all the time and only getting disrespect, not talking about this situation anymore, obviously, it's like, okay, I'm sick of this. Good things happen to bad people. I guess I'm too nice. OP says, what do you mean only getting disrespect? I don't know. I've seen a lot of people with girlfriends and fiancés who are good people. I feel like it just depends. And he says, nah, the problem though is being a self-proclaimed nice guy. It's kind of code for someone who's a total a-hole. So I don't like call myself a nice guy. I just say like what I told you. These other people are saying that I'd make a really good boyfriend, etc., etc. Yes, how fucking transparent can you be? I would never say this about myself, but personally, I heard some people saying about me through the grapevine that they wanted to send ReddX a super chat. Seriously, those two people with the redacted names said it was a really good idea. I'd appreciate it, and it doesn't hurt to ask after all. Anyway, we'll move into another post. This OP says, hey, advice for life, never date a sad boy nice guy for 2 years. This was his kicked puppy move that he used after going inactive for months and leaving me in the dark. I had lowered our bond to be just friends by the time this happened, but that didn't stop him from manipulating me for a few more months until he finally disappeared. Yeah, mercifully. Attention/emotional vampire gone to feed somewhere else. Good for you! He says, I had to make a new account. It's me, nice guy. OP, look, I know we aren't a thing anymore, but why are you ignoring me? OP wants to clarify, I'm not talking to this man anymore. Though this choice was 2 years overdue, I haven't spoken to a therapist about it, but I want to, one day. Yeah, well, wanting's half the battle or something like that. He says, where did you go? What'd I do wrong? We're supposed to be friends to the end. We're supposed to stick together. We're supposed to stay up late and end up crying of laughter over stupid humor. What happened? Yeah, I want us back. Remember who we used to be? And I guess that's the hard part about relationships. You do remember how it used to be, but once the mask is peeled back, yeah, you just can't put the monkeys back in the barrel.
Thanks a lot for proving just how ugly and immature you are. It's been real.
OP says, I'm still struggling to accept the idea that this wasn't my fault. I'm still finding myself in bad situations by being too scared to speak up, but I want to grow as a person. It's just going to be hard. Stop telling yourself it's hard. It's fucking easy. Throw caution to the wind. Literally all you have to do is stop caring. That's like the whole secret to the entire thing. I believe in you. You can do it. Just stop caring. I know I shouldn't have been this upset, but I am. We've been friends for a long time now. It hurts now that you won't talk to me. I'm stupid for crying over this, but you've made a special hole in my heart that I can't just refill. Not only as my girlfriend, but as my best friend. I don't know if you're bitter over me, or if you just can't talk. I don't know if you're okay. Now I know how you felt. I wish I could have talked to you. Tried emailing you, tried messaging you on Hangouts, but nothing. Or maybe you're reading these. Maybe you just didn't see. But I tried, and eventually, I just gave up. I assumed you were busy, or you just didn't take interest in me anymore. Or perhaps you just stopped caring, but I still care. Oh my god, the sad boy vibe. I'm choking on the fumes. Holy god! And OP does respond and says, I still care too. I was offline for most of the day and didn't notice that you requested to message me. Sorry. He dumped all of this on her in a single day. On Christmas Day. Hey, what are you doing? Spending time with your family? Fuck that! Hang out with a sad boy on the phone. Yeah, no thank you. That sounds like the thing that I least want to do out of all the things ever. I think we all know the advice that needs to be told to Nice Guy, but I'm gonna go ahead and let Gubbins say it for everybody in here. Go ahead.
She no love you after you write sad diary post on main. Wah, maybe she want man, not soggy wet tissue. Cry less, lift more, Gubbins.
Cry less, lift more. answer to all your problems in life. I'm totally serious. The endorphins will kick in. You're going to feel great. Probably just as great as if you signed up on the Patreon or YouTube memberships to support the ReddX YouTube channel month to month. Hey, I'd appreciate that so much. We got a fourth wall if you're looking for some merch as well. Most of all, I just want to remind you, friends, that you are loved, you are worthy, you definitely deserve it. And I shall see you in the next one. So until then, bye-bye.